What it do, y'all? It's your boy T-Cup, man, back at it again with another banger. We in the V right now, man. We just pulling off, but I have some crazy things that have went down in the last couple, 72-ish hours, maybe longer than that. Last couple of days that are low-key, life-changing. Right now, I'm on my way to the bank. I got to go deposit some money. But a lot of crazy things have went down these last couple of days, and I haven't even been on this channel in a minute, but now I have all the time in the world to grind with this news that I'm about to drop. So for those who do not know, I was a college athlete. I ran track at Indiana University Kokomo for a year and a half. I was a student there, business management or whatever, but I fully came to the decision to drop out of college and pursue my barbering journey. Okay, so for those also who do not know, I am a barber out in Terre Haute. I'm also cutting the Kokomo area as well. I started cutting hair in June, and I had no intent of dropping out. Of course, I never liked school. I strictly went to college to run track. I strictly went to run track. I did not like school ever. I strictly just went for track. But with the way my financial aid was and the money I made in high school and everything and all my other things that I did and my parents' financial situation, I was left paying money to go to school, even with my scholarships and everything. So I looked at the beginning of balance this semester, after I got my financial aid and everything, and I had to pay $2,800 to go to school. And over these last couple of years, my parents have been in a very, 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 very bad financial situation. So really, I was paying rent, I was paying my utilities, I was paying for school. I pay everything on my own. So I talked to the coaching staff and asked if there was a way that I could get my scholarship up or if there'd be anything they can do to help me. And they told me that they unfortunately could not. And I don't think that's really the coach's fault. You know what I'm saying? We had a very good team. I did fairly well on the team. I placed decently high. I scored a conference as a freshman. So I was 8th in conference in long jump as a freshman, which I thought was pretty decent. And that was through fighting through all my hamstring injuries. And I got hurt 3 times that one year. So after a hard year, I ended up, staying through, scored a conference or whatnot. And so I said, yo, is there any way that I could get my money upped or anything to help me out? And the track and field program on the athletic side said they could not do anything for me. I was not the best student in high school, so I really didn't get a lot of academic help, which you could say that is my fault. I should have tried harder in high school, I guess, but I was really immature and my freshman year, so I really didn't try. But as I grew up, my sophomore and junior year, senior year, I had great grades. I had all A's and B's, maybe 1 or 2 C's within there. In college, I had a great GPA. I had above a 3 point. I think I had a 3.2 at the end of my freshman year, and I thought that I'd be able to get some help or whatnot after that. But they told me that there was nothing they could do and everything like that. So really, I was left with 1 or 2 options. So I really started cutting hair, like I said, in June. At first, I was terrible. I was not that good. I'll show some of my earlier cuts. They were terrible. I was not good. And I had really no intention of taking this full time at all. But I worked I got an opportunity to work in a shop at Terre Haute. I also being able to be an apprentice to get my license through that way. So I was working towards my license and also cutting hair and being able to make some profit off of that. So I really fell in love with it. I was in the shop during summer break a lot. Then when the school year hit, I was in there Friday, Saturday, and then sometimes Sunday after church or whatnot. But overall, I started billing clients fairly fast. I started getting a lot better really quick. And then also in college when I went to school, during the week I'd have haircuts. So I began to start to skip class. I was late to practice once or twice. And I started prioritizing making money, because I don't have any help. I had to buy groceries, I had to pay rent, I had to pay bills. So I had a lot of stress on my shoulders because I had a tiny bit of help from my people. But they weren't in a position to pay for a lot of stuff for me because of what they had going on. So realistically, I weighed out the pros and cons, and I fell in love with barbering. I fell in love with cutting hair. I loved every bit of it. I love the interaction with my clients. I love the feel of making somebody's day. I genuinely love, and I think clippers are the coolest thing ever. I love just the interaction. I love the social environment. I love being in the shop. I love being able to wear what I want, chill when I want, build my own schedule. Like, and I already have the clothing brand, by the way, so make sure to go cop some, eleclothes.com. But I already had a business mind, so I was really just developing those skills, and like, I just love falling in love. Like, cutting hair is my thing. So I got to the point to where, like, by the grace of God, my business of cutting hair, like me cutting hair, was not sustaining Friday, Saturday. So I had to go to Sundays. And then it got to the point where I couldn't even get everybody scheduled in for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then we had track meets coming up. So, like, I couldn't even cut hair on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I couldn't cut hair on the weekends, the weekdays, because on the weekdays I had class and practice. So the end of the Christmas break came around. I had no intent of dropping out of college, not at all. I had no intent of dropping out, but I came home and I worked, and I made a good chunk of money. Like, I made a good chunk of money at working. I was in the shop every day, and I worked, and I made a good amount of money. The only days I did not work were Christmas Day and then New Year's Day. So that week I worked, and I made a good amount of money. Let's just say a good amount. I'm not going to drop all the financial details, but let's just say I made a good amount of money. So I look at my bill, and I seen the $2,800, and I kind of just sat there, and I looked at my bank account, and all I had left was $2,800. I was like, bro. So after some prayer and reflection, it could have been nothing but God, but something moved me to just call it an end. Like, and it sucks because I've been an athlete my whole life, ever since I was little. And like, a lot of people have been like questioning the move of like, man, like, you drop college, you drop athletics. Like, I quit college. Like, I don't go to school anymore. Like, I am out of college. And I also had NIL money and NIL deals and everything like that as well. So hopefully those can still stay around. If not, you know what I'm saying, you got to sacrifice something for something, you know. So like, once you sacrifice like something, God will always bless you with more, because you was willing to sacrifice that one thing and put your faith in Him. So that's really what I've been leaning towards, trying to do, is just lean to Him, lean on God, and just trust the process. But now it's just building a business, and it sucks because I don't have all the time or whatever with my friends. Like, not having my boys around, or not having like all that stuff is just sad. Like, not being on a team anymore, not running track anymore. Like, track helped me get out of poverty. Like, track helped me, and then I'm gonna end up moving back home maybe, but I've been stacking money because I want to move to South Carolina actually. But so yeah, bro, that's pretty much what's been going down. If you need a cut, come to your boy, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's a big risk, bro. Like, I'm honestly, like, I've had a lot of fear or whatever. Like it's been a little scary, like, knowing, like, dang, like, I'm out of college, like, I'm done. Like, I think the main thing the college offered me was like comfortability. Being in college was comfortable. Like, I could sit there and be like, okay, I'm going to class, I'm getting my degree, this is what I'm supposed to do, you know, this is what everybody accepts. Like, it's not easy to go and take a bet on yourself, you know? Like, it's not easy to sit there and be like, you know what, I'm gonna build a business, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Like, it's not easy to sit there and really take that bet of like believing in you. But I mean, you gotta believe in you before you believe in anybody else. Like, because if you don't believe in you, then nobody else should believe in you either. So I took that bet on me, and if worse comes to worse, I'll just go run somewhere else. Like, I'll take this semester off. I'm still gonna train. I'm still gonna lift. I'm still gonna be athletic. I'm still gonna be fast. I'm not gonna get fat in 5 months. So if worse comes to worse and this barber stuff does not work out, I will just go to a different school and I will just go run somewhere else. Or I could even go back to that school if I really wanted to. I mean, whatever it happens, it happens. But I'm really dedicating these next 5 months to building my YouTube channel, building my socials, building my barbering, and really just building my businesses and my personal brand. And 5 months of grinding and being locked in is not going to fail me. I'm very confident in myself. I'm confident in what I've built so far. So we gonna see what it is, I guess. We gonna see. But I'm more than excited. So, I mean, I guess we'll just have to see where God takes this, because I don't got trust. I got trust in God, and I believe that God is going to put me in the right situation, and none of this has been going on or happening for no reason. So I appreciate you guys for your support. All 356 of y'all. I think that's our number, 356. We about to grow this thing to 500, then 1,000, then 10,000, then 100,000. So you might as well join the support now before we real famous. Before we real famous, you might as well join the support. All right, my lovely audience. This is going to wrap up the end of the video. But yes, I did drop out of college. I'm pursuing this barber stuff. And I'm going to make it. You know what I'm saying? You see this? I'm going to make it. You going to make it. We going to make it. You feel me? We going to make it. You feel me? But yeah, right now, I'm waiting on my cuts to get here. I got 4 tonight. It's 10:30. I got 4 today. So I'm doing all right. But just a disclaimer. I need everybody. We still got packages. Why do we still have packages left? Go to eleclothes.com and shop. Go cop something for me. Cop something for your fam. Custom tagging. The whole fit fire, bro. Let me even show y'all. Bro. We got the pink one. You know this fire. Come on, man. You know this fire, man. Got so much clothes in the closet. Show me. That's the black one. Sweatpants included. Stay tuned. I love you. I love you all. I love all of y'all. God bless. And don't forget to pray before you go to sleep.